a C4, a C1 and a K1. But then a little bit later on, with many more races to come after that. And I hope that you will stay with us for that. And then, of course, this afternoon we'll have the 5,000 meter races as well. We'll go up to the 500 meter start for the C4 men, where we'll see Poland, 2 Polish crews, 2 Ukrainian crews and a Slovakian crew in this non-Olympic event, the C4. Non-Olympic event, but a real challenge, this one. We saw Canada working in perfect unison in the women. We'll find out shortly who's going to take the gold medal in the men. And the boat's just approaching the start now.
2 minutes. Please come to the starting area in your lane. Please come to the starting area in your lane.
So you can see lane 5 there, that's the Ukrainian. So in 3 we have the Polish crew of Kitewski, Sliwinski, Witkowski and Koliadych. And then next to them another Polish crew in lane 4, Kitewski, Holdak, Michalak and Klos. Ukrainians in 5, Vigiles, Rybachok, Vandvik and Karechko. Rusnak, Stryjek, Kizek and Stolarik from Slovakia in 6. Then Borov, Zakharov, Shudzyuk and Altukov, the Ukrainians, go in 7. Of course, interesting this one. The 2 Polish crews, we have the winners from the C2 men 500 meters, which was our first event this morning. They've split themselves up, Kitewski and Sliwinski, into 2 different C4s. So we could see 2 quite equal C4s in the poles. They're lanes 3 and 4, so they're the 2 to the right of your picture. And the Ukrainians, who were second in the C2 500 meters, Vigiles and Rybachok, they are both in the Ukrainian boat. So you can see their names on there in the Ukrainian boat. So expect them to go well. Start will be important here in 500 meters, but it'll be about building that pace through the race, keeping it all together. The final of the C4 men 500 meters. So we don't see this race too often. In fact, paddlers don't paddle in a C4 too often. But when they do, it's a dramatic and impressive sight, especially when a boat's going well together. Now, you can see the Polish crew in lane 4 just struggling to stay in the middle of their lane, struggling a little bit with the steering. There's no rudder on these boats, quite difficult to steer. And they're getting caught perhaps in the wash of their compatriots to their left. The Polish crew in lane 3 seem to get the better of the starts. And perhaps they're leading the way now. Now, Vigiles and Rybachok, medalists earlier this morning. How much did that take out of them in the C2 500 meters? It was the Poles from lane 3 that went through first. Ukrainians looking strong as well. So here's the crew from lane 3, and the length of the stroke there is really, really good. In fact, they're building their lead from the rest of the field. Ukrainians in lane 5 are trying to stay with them, just don't have the same efficiency. Stroke doesn't look quite as smooth as the Poles in lane 3. The rhythm there is good. Paddles going in at the same angle, and they've got a decent lead over the rest of the field. So, Poland, Ukraine. Ukraine. Just wait for confirmation of that. Poland in lane 3 certainly were the winners there. Kitewski, Sliwinski, Witkowski and Koliadych. I think it was the Ukrainians in lane 5 in 2nd place. Get a quick look at the replay. Poles, 2 from the top of your picture, really struggled off the start, but it was the crew in lane 3 that looked smooth. A good start from them, but really built in the middle phase of this race, which is so important. There's in fact 2 Ukrainian crews coming through for 2nd and 3rd place. Here we can see on the line from lane 3, that's the Polish crew, top of your picture, coming through well there. 2 to their right is Ukraine. And then the Ukrainian crew from lane 7 take 3rd place. So we might well see the Polish come round, circling round towards the pontoon. They may give us a brief interview, let us know how that went. Perhaps the most challenging discipline in canoe sprint as far as running the boat goes. Very unstable, these C4s. A high centre of gravity in a single paddle. And you can see what it means to them. Smiles all around.
Race number 143, C1 women, 500 meters, final. 5 minutes to start. 5 minutes.
So Polish winners are down there on the pontoon.
Lane 1.
Congratulations.
With Ross.
Thank you. A good day for you today so far.
Yeah, with Aleksander, it's 2nd gold, and this is a pretty new crew, because on last year World Championships we have 2 different guys, and this is the new crew, so we are very happy, and it's 2nd gold for us and 1st gold for guys. We are in Poznan, Poland, so we are proud to do a gold medals here.
And tell me, how often do you train together as a C4? Do you train much?
You know, we have little different plans, because we changed the last guy who was on last place on C4. So we train one time here before competition to try that how it was, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we are together very simple, similar paddling, so it's everything go nice because we are winning.
Well, a great day for Poland so far. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
It is indeed a great day for Poland, picking up medals in almost every single event so far here at the World Cup in Poznan. And you can see what it means to them. Delighted with the gold medal in the men's C4 there. We've another race coming up very shortly. There's confirmation first of all. So Poland in 1st place, Ukrainian crew from lane 5 in 2nd, and Ukrainian crew from lane 7 in 3rd place.